Howdy, folks. Okay, back for another short installment of PON, Pure Outer NOGOA. We're in Spence's right now. Just slept through the night. All set up. Let's see what else. What we need to do. It's still drying out a little bit. It would be a good time to go right now because the weather's nice. It's foggy. Let's make a few teas and then we'll go. Let's see, is there anything we need to do? I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna have a chance to repair these shoes. But they are definitely better than what... Well, if they were repaired up, they would definitely be better than what we're wearing. Get 2 leather out of them. And they're in rough shape. Those are not looking good. Shoot. Repair. 1 piece of leather to repair. Let's just carry them around right now. If we have a chance to repair them, then we'll take it. Alright, let's just get... Oh! Really? Oh, shoot, we should have been... Dang it, I messed that up. My fault. Let's, I say we go, though. I don't want to waste this weather. Those are crappy. I'm gonna leave this. Let's just go. I think going is probably... We'll use that to light a fire. Let's get out of here. How many torches do I have? This weather's way too good to be dilly-dallying. I know we're pretty exhausted, but that's another thing with this challenge, or whatever you call it, is you have to be okay with walking around exhausted a lot. The damage that you take is, I think it's 1% per hour, so it's not that bad. And it's just a necessity. I mean, you just really don't have a choice. Let's go through the, the employee, whatever it's called, the bunkhouses. And see what kind of goodies they have over there for us. I think some of this is thin ice. I don't know if I want to... Oh no, we're okay. There's some thin ice somewhere in here. Somewhere. Baby. Looking good, folks. Looking good. Go ahead and take a little sip. Just a little sip. Just to get the warming bonus. There's a cave over here that I want to get to. Where we can warm back up. If we need to. We might not need to. Got another book. I have so many books. No, I think this is a Polaroid. I think there's always a Polaroid in here. I love my Polaroids. Has absolutely nothing to do with survival, but I like them. Let's see, I think there's a... I'm not sure if there's a hacksaw or a... Maybe it's a lantern. We already have a lantern, I think. Over here, but I'm not seeing anything. Keep grabbing those mushrooms, folks. I'm seeing 2 arrows down now. Well, when we're out of the wind, it's 1 arrow. That's something else you might want to as you're traveling, you might want to keep an eye on where the wind is coming from. Stay out of the wind as much as you can. Pick up all the sticks. Pick up all the sticks, all the mushrooms you can. I'm not going to go way up the hill for that stick that's up there. I'm just going to, within reason, I guess. Looking good so far, looking good. We should easily make it over to the cave without getting cold. See, there's a maple out there. Need a hacksaw though first, unfortunately. So we'll want to make a fire and warm up as fast as we can because this weather is so good that we don't want to miss out on the opportunity. That's another thing, just, you gotta look for those chances to travel, because you don't always have it, so choosing when you leave is pretty important too. But sometimes it's hard to predict, you know, you don't know when the weather can change on a dime. Especially on these settings, because it's set so, you know, the variability is so high that it can really change super quick. Usually there's nothing in this cave. We're just going to use it to warm up quicker. Make a couple of teas, and then we'll be on our way. Boom. Okay. Oh.
That didn't work.
Yep. That's gonna happen. That is just gonna happen. It's really nice to get accelerant, which we should have got accelerant while we were at Spence's. There's a couple accelerants in one of the crates. So that was a little bit of a mistake. Not a huge mistake, but 38 sticks. Alright. Let's throw a few of those on. Okay. Now really, we're just trying to warm up as fast as we can here. While we're warming up, we will make some more mushrooms. Mushroom tea. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that going. Cook. Oh, I forgot to eat that. Let's reheat it. Let's reheat this. Okay. I'm just gonna let that cook. Okay. Go ahead and prepare another one. We should be fully warm, and then we will get going. What we got? 23 minutes? Okay. Alright. Get a few torches. Most people will get like all of the torches they can off of these. I guess we're gonna do that too. And again, we're trying to get over to Mystery Lake so we can look for the bedroll. And hopefully it'll be there. Okay, let's go. Make sure you get your can. It's the only way you can cook around here. You can save your coal. That is like kind of good. That's a good thing to strive for. We can collect a bunch of sticks, and if it's like too much, then we can pile them up over closer to Mystery Lake, and then when we come here to forge later, if we get that far, if we're lucky enough to get that far, then we can just dump all the sticks. And then we can just pick up our, like, stick pile. Because we are getting to the point where we're just pretty... kind of just almost too much. I'm gonna eat that can of... Here we go. Oh yeah, we want to go to... Oh, we're going to the... Almost forgot. We're trying to get over to the high blind to see if we can get the hacksaw over here. So, high blind is... I think it's pretty much straight over there. The dog is making weird noises. Let's see, how do we get over there? That tree, there's a tree that's fallen over. And that's a good landmark to look for, because the blind itself, it doesn't, it's like it's not rendered. We're not close enough for it to get rendered right now. And I think I've been, yeah, now it's in. Now it's there. But I was messing around with my settings to turn the grass off, because the grass will obscure sticks and whatnot, so sometimes it's just better just to play without grass. But I changed the wrong setting, so that's why I think that's why the blind wasn't rendering or something. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows, Shabby? Why don't you stop talking, Shabby? Stop thinking out loud, Shabby.
Man, I could use a drink.
This is where I start to get nervous right about now, because you know that this can't last forever. There is a cave that is in Mystery Lake that has a possible bedroll spawn in it, and that's where we're trying to get to first. And hopefully we can get there without getting ourselves killed. Oop. How many I got? 16. It's not the greatest. drink here. I have to say this is one of the smoother starts I've ever had, so I don't know, it doesn't necessarily mean that we got this thing beat in any way. Now there's a hacksaw spawn there sometimes, but didn't get it. Alright, I'm skipping sticks now, we're gonna move. I'm only gonna get teas and cattails that are in my direct path from now on. Because I'm starting to feel like the pressure's starting to mount here on the nice weather situation we have. See, I don't know if that's thin ice or not. Honestly, if we can get the bedroll, we're going to be so... I mean, we're going to be in really, really nice position. Okay, I said I wasn't going to pick any more sticks up, but I can't help myself. I got a problem. I got a problem. Alright, let's try to shoot across here. There's going to be more wolves over here, but I think there's going to be a better chance for tea if we go this way. It's kind of going backwards a little bit. Alright. Hurry. Okay. Thought that was going to be thin ice. Okay, now we're gonna go back here. Sometimes there's a snow shelter back here. I don't think we're gonna be able to use it though. I don't think it's gonna help us. Sometimes opportunities. Here's something. Here's a little lesson. I feel like a little bit of shabby wisdom, if I may impart, is that sometimes opportunities can actually just be a trap. And so like a snow shelter might be like, oh, here's a warm spot I can rest in. But then, you know, you rest there for an hour and then all of a sudden the weather changes. Right on cue, baby. Alright, we don't have a flare, so gotta be careful here. And then another situation where you know, it seems like you have a great opportunity is there's a mushroom up there. I'm gonna go right down here and light a fire. This is a terrible spot, by the way. I don't see a better spot. Let's just do it right here. Another place is, another situation is like a deer carcass. You might see a deer carcass and be like, oh, this is my chance. Get some food or whatever. That might, yeah, it might be a good idea, but then also it might just end up getting you killed because you're like, you get stuck there, the weather changes, and you know, you've spent a bunch of calories trying to get the meat off of this thing, you have to thaw it out, all that stuff. So yeah, sometimes doesn't work out. I'm gonna go ahead and use an accelerant because I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. This happens a lot. You fail a lot more than what it says, I feel like. Okay, we're going to try to hold on to our coal. So if we can avoid using coal, that's a good thing. So let's go ahead and just chill here for just a sec. Warm up some teas. And we'll warm up a little bit too. Get a little bit of something to eat. The dog's getting antsy. Okay, make some mushrooms. Okay, alright, now we're just waiting here. Maybe we should go ahead and get another tea ready to go. The good news with the wind is that it comes quick, but it also leaves quick too. Sometimes, and then sometimes it can turn into a blizzard. So it's great. Okay, I'm gonna do one more tea and then I'm gonna leave. Eat no matter what, because you can get stuck in these situations. I don't want to get stuck. We're going to do one more tea, and then we're going to go. Regardless. Oh, and we have a thermos, too, so let's not forget that. Let's throw these, we'll let that one go. Almost forgot I had that thermos. Okay, we are done on that. Pretty good start so far, folks. I'm actually going to keep this big one out. Oop. Grab this, pick up, grab a few torches. It'd be nice to be able to take our fire with us, but we have matches. The odds of getting your fire to another location is pretty slim. So let's go. I think it's probably worth the losing the fire. It's gonna be okay. Got a couple mushrooms over here we should grab. All right, let's go. Dog is just like, leave me alone, dude. He knows it's about that time for a WALK, so I think he's starting to learn how to spell too. This is the scary part. Okay, a lot of times there's wolves up here, so gotta be extra careful. Usually over here to the left. So try to sneak past him if we can. Okay. So far, so good. Uh-oh. Ooh, scared me. Oh, shit. Get up there. Get. That was close. That was close. That was a close one. That scared me. I'm not stinky. Okay. Yeah, he came at me like I was stinky, but I was just probably in his path, I suppose, or something. That's why you want to be near rocks. If you don't have a fire deterrent, then definitely look for a rock to climb up on. As you can see, that worked just perfectly fine, didn't it? Oop. Oh, dang it. That was kind of scary, I have to say. A little bit scary. My goodness. Really? Where is the wind coming from? I cannot tell. We were walking right into it, wherever it's coming from, though. Unavoidable. Dang. This is so annoying. So annoying. Oh my god, what is going on? I'm not clicking right for some reason. Alright, let's drink a little bit of this. Boom. Okay, back. Let's go. Alright, now this is where we spawned, so we've already been through here. Alright. Okay, now the cave we're trying to get to is to the right up here, but we have to go down a ways before we can climb up this hill. And you want to do this while you can see, because it's really confusing up there, so you want to be able to see. So hopefully we can get there in time. I don't know where else to go. I mean, there's a lake overlook. There's a cave up there. And I wonder if there's a bed. There might be a bed in that. That might be a better option. Because we have enough fuel, we could sleep for quite a while in a cave and get pretty rested up. I guess we'll see. Let's just go. We're gonna go for it. We're going for the bedroll. So let's roll the dice. It's all about taking risks. Sometimes in this. You gotta be a little risky in this. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on your play style. Because usually with the Interloper, I play I play fairly conservatively, I feel like. Like, I always keep my health as high as I can, for example. This one, I feel like you gotta sort of roll you gotta gamble because things are just so, like, random, it seems like. Just the uncertainty is so high. Alright, and there's a spot somewhere here that you go up. Right here. Okay, here it is. I don't think there's a bed in that cave. but I'm not sure. That's one of those. That's one of those map knowledgey things on this on NOGOA that's really helpful, is to know where all the outdoor beds are. And I have zero knowledge of that. Well, not zero, but I only know a few for sure beds that are outside. So you might want to, if you're going to do this yourself, you might want to learn those spots. It would be helpful. Okay, so here's the confusing. We have really perfect weather to do this. This is good stuff. This is gonna work out nice. Okay, now, yeah, you have to go over these rocks. This is where you get lost. This is the spot. This is the spot where you get lost, right in here. I think what you want to do, I actually don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to stay to the right here on these rocks. And ideally, you'd like to get back on top of this ridge. Right here. Get back on this ridge. Now the railroad tracks are just to the right over here. Those set of rocks are what's called, underneath it is a little, well, it's like a kind of an open cave called Dave's Quiet Clearing. That's what we just walked over, right there. It's a beautiful sunset. Okay, now the cave. It's right down here. Now this is one of, I think, 3 outdoor bedroll spawns. And then there's one in Winding River, and if you don't get those, I don't know. I'll just pray for you. How about that? Uh-oh. What just happened? Oh, just froze up on me for a sec. My keyboard kind of earlier today just totally just stopped working, so hopefully that won't happen again. That would be bad. Okay. Now, what's the plan? Depends on what we get in here. Alright, we got a corpse, which is pretty typical. Okay, nothing. Alright, so what we want to do is, of course there's not a bed in here either, I don't think. Alright, we gotta warm up. Man, a bed in here would be nice. Look at all this fuel. Let's see here. Okay. Alright, let's wait for the wind. I think what we should do is try to get to, we should try to get to Lake Overlook. That cave up there, and we'll spin. I think there's a bed in there. Let's warm up first. Astrid, I don't know. I think it's because it's NOGOA. And you fail far more than what the percentage says, it seems like to me. I don't know what's going on. My computer is taking a dump right now. It sounds like the game's still running though. That's the weird thing. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe my computer's about to die. I don't know. Okay, if we can get some calm weather, we'll go. But first, let's warm up. Okay. Here we go. Put those out there too. Alright, now let's make another tea. And then we'll prepare another tea. Okay. You can hear the wind whistling out there. Still not the best situation. All in all, we're doing pretty good situation. Alright, did it? No, it's still windy. I can't hear it, but I can see the trees moving over there. Alright, do we need to do anything? Look at all these books we have. Tons of books. Okay. Guess we could break down a few torches, maybe. Just to do something. Okay. Should we make water or should we go? Let's go outside and look. Alright. This is pretty calm. I say we go. It's light wind. Oh well. I think that's gonna really make my teas a lot colder for some reason. No, they're all okay. We're fine. Let's leave one of these out here, and I'll drink it halfway. There we go. All right. Let's go. Keep moving, keep moving. I think some people play a little bit slower pace like this, and they're, you know, good players. Good players, I think they play a little bit slower pace, and they, you know, instead of like, when they find a spot, they kind of hunker down a little bit. And maybe like, oh, kill some rabbit if there's some rabbits around, or maybe do some foraging in the area, but just sort of hunker down in that cave. And that is one way to do it. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know what's good and what's not. I guess just sort of whatever fits your style. Maybe that's the best way to come about it. Alright, there's a backpack over here we can loot. There might be something in it, who knows? Every bag's an opportunity, you know? You never know. Most of that. Okay. Ooh, more matches. Ha ha. Woo. That is awesome. I think more than anything we need clothes. By far, but matches are very, very good because that gives us a. We don't have to worry as much about, you know, maintaining our fire and moving it from place to place. We have a little bit more luxury about, you know, moving when it's windy, you know, that kind of thing. Might be kind of tied down to a spot if you don't have enough matches because you want to you're trying to save your fire. Ooh, there we go. Really hope there's a bed in this cave. I'm pretty sure there's a bed in this cave, but I have no idea. There's another cave. We're gonna go to the left here, but if you went to the right, you go out towards the lake cabins. There's a cave over there, and I'm pretty sure there's no bed in it, but I don't know for sure. Oh my goodness. Look at all these sticks. So at the top of this, at Lake Overlook, there's a deer carcass up there. And then some ptarmigans as well. So we're going to try to get as much of that as we can while we're up there. I think there's there's some loot opportunities as well. There, I think there's a fire striker chance up there, so lots of good, you know, lots of things to hope for up there. There's a little container over here that I don't know if I've ever looted anything out of this thing. But let's give it a whirl. Oh, it's not there. Okay, it's not even there. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, let's get a little something to drink real quick. Drinking these big teas. There we go. Boom. What is going on? My computer's like, something is going on. My computer. I don't know. It's been happening the past 2 days. Don't know what's going on. Okay, now we're going to try to do this without getting a sprain. It is possible. It's possible to do. I'm going to go ahead and get the... Okay. Boom. I might be overdoing it on the teas. I don't know. I'm drinking too much. I'm not sure. There's a lot to learn. A lot to learn here. I am definitely still a noob at this. Well, I don't know if I'm a noob, but let's say novice. We'll say novice. Not an expert, for sure. So I'm keeping an eye on my temp right now. Trying to estimate if we're going to be able to make it to the cave or not. I think we're going to make it. I'm not going to drink any more tea, because I think we can make it. Okay, I can hear the ptarmigans up there. Which those were really good to get. The problem with ptarmigans is that the insulation, which is really, really strong. Very, very good. The problem is that it takes 4 cloth to make one. And so, again, the scarcity of cloth is like a problem. Another maple. Okay, yeah, we made it no problem. Okay, alright, there's all kinds of goodies in here. Okay. Okay, now. Okay, here's another little nuance, is to make your fire right on the warm and cold parts of the cave. There's a line. There's a line between the cold and the warm parts of the cave. So if you hang out in the cold part of the cave, your fire will last longer. So it's not a bad plan to... Oh shit. Wait a minute, I forgot to look for a bed. Oh, shoot, there's no bed in here. Alright, well, that's okay. We'll just hang out here. I'm gonna actually pass time. I'm gonna pass time so I can save the game, because I gotta stop. Okay, another book. Crow feather. Any other goodies around here? Polaroid, oh boy. I got a Polaroid. And that's it. Okay. Some fuel here. Okay. Got a bunch of fuel, folks. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some water here. Actually, wait a minute. Let's step outside. Okay, we're outside, so this fire will last a little bit longer. And we're going to pass an hour. Oop. Okay, that's saved. Sounds like we got a blizzard out there, or blizzard-like conditions. Alright folks, we're stopping here. Next time what we'll do is we will go, I guess, check the yellow train car for the bedroll. And then probably we'll go to the ravine and warm back up at the ravine. Or, I don't know, we'll find a place to put the fire. Then we'll head over to Alan's cave, check that. And then go through the dam and check Winding River. So, hopefully by that point we'll have the bedroll. But we'll see. Okay, folks. Everyone take a Shabby. We'll see you next time.